We did get some sad news today, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
We almost had him. He almost passed away.
And it was definitely a great way to bring to life a totally different culture.
Good
morning, everybody. So it is a gray and rainy day. I know there's lots of storm systems going on right now. I think they said out in Colorado they're getting a ton of snow.
Where
Good morning.
is the egg McGriddle?
I will. Yeah, we've had the heat turned down, but it is chilly today. Oh yeah, it's 65 degrees in here. Anyway, I know Colorado's got some snow. I think they've had tornadoes to the south of us. Yeah. He's trying to find the food I brought home with me. Brr, let's kick in some heat. I might turn on the little fireplace out here too. Look, we still have our little fireplace, which comes in handy in the living room. Morning.
Hi.
You ready for school?
No.
No.
I want to eat first.
Anyway, there is storms all around us, but so far not here. We just have a lot of rain and cold and dreary weather, as you can see up there. So, okay, we are gonna get our school day started here in a minute. And oh, I gotta show you something Aspen's working on that's really cool. I have it. He did a tracing. See, he did a tracing of the Grandma Moses picture, and today he's gonna come. Oh my god! All right, so I owe you like
2 cents.
about 18 cents.
No.
Yeah, from yesterday.
Really?
I didn't pay you yet. Okay, you can use this.
18?
So I want you to practice those nicely as many times as you can, and I'll pick your best ones. I think we have the interactive review. And then tomorrow you can make your video.
All right, done.
Nope, go all the way across.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you're going to though.
I need a different pencil.
Oh, go ahead. There's a whole tin over there. Go grab yourself one.
You know, this
Just put it
this
here.
one's got kind of, it's,
Breaking?
yeah. Dang it.
What happened?
I'm trying to get a perfect B.
Oh, that is nice. Aspen is currently working on proper placement of quotation marks. So he designed a sentence.
Wait, what
that
did you say
had-
that other capital was?
Where do you see it? There's another capital right here. Because remember, when you start dialogue, it starts with a
Where?
capital. Right here in the dialogue.
Right here? Or is
No, no, this is not a capital.
it? Okay, so down below here.
So Aspen is learning about the proper placement of quotation marks and where capitalization should go with them, what dialogue tags are, which is really, really important for a writer. And recently you have discovered you like writing what?
Stories.
What kind of stories?
Scary stories.
Yeah, he does. He likes, we keep calling him Little Stephen King. You like reading, we're currently in the middle of reading what book?
Night books.
Night books. I'm going to show this to you guys because this is what we're reading, and we are I think last time I put it into Goodreads it said we were about 47% through the book, and there's actually a sequel to this called Grave Books, which we're getting ready to read next. And I'm actually going to order Aspen a copy of this book because he wants to keep it for his personal library. He loves it so much. So we did get a piece of, what, honey?
Is that the right thing I gotta put?
That's your comma and then a space. And then you want your quotations to start your words. And then remember, we capitalize within, oh, what happened? What'd you do? No, you had it right. Put the D back in. You want your comma and then space, quotation marks. Because you're starting your, no, just one set is good. You're starting your dialogue now, which is going to be really important for you as a writer to know to do that. So we did get some sad news today, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. we got some sad news. Matt's uncle, Clipper, that's what we know him by, is he passed away unexpectedly this morning. So that is his dad's brother and the kid's great uncle, Matt's uncle. So he's trying to work his way through that today. I think we've let all the kids, I think the only one who does not know yet is Charlea, and that's just because she hasn't answered yet. So when she does, then we'll let her know. But yeah, it's been a tough morning. It started out kind of goofy this morning, and then we got that news, and
Yeah.
so it's been a little rough. It was definitely unexpected, just not, he wasn't sick or anything, so just wasn't something.
How old was he too?
I think I don't know if he's Grandpa's older or younger brother. I have to find out. I think he's Grandpa's older brother. But, yeah. So, just been a tough morning, and that's his last brother, so.
I thought
he has some
more
sisters.
brother.
Well, Uncle Charlie passed
When?
a long time before you were born.
Oh.
You
I
didn't
thought
get to
he had another brother.
No. That was his last brother, so,
He probably took it a lot harder than Dad did.
oh.
Where is this?
Exclamation point? It's up above the 1. I know, isn't that in a silly spot? You're doing a good job, though. So yeah, we're just trying to work through that this morning, and
What is that?
those are more quotation marks, because remember, you're done with the...
Why are you writing like that?
All right, so now take a peek at it and read your sentence.
She looked out the window and exclaimed, "What in the world is that chicken doing in the tree?"
Yeah, so he had to create a sentence, and I encourage them when they're doing something like this to just have fun with it and be goofy. And so that was his goofy sentence. All right, we're going to get back to school.
And into the fire. Now what does that mean? This one's a little bit more tricky. It means you're already in the frying.
All right, Aspen is working on a math video currently. So I am going to come in and take the opportunity to make my bed because I did not get to it this morning. So look at this. Look at this. Look at the rain outside my bedroom window. Anyway, I was getting up at 6:45, but daylight savings has kicked my butt and I am not getting up. I'm still getting up, I think, the same time. So like sometimes I would get up at 7:15 and I'm finding that I'm waking up at like 8:15. So I'm slowly trying to move my time to go to bed back so that my body's getting used to it. Anyway, I'm gonna make this bed real quick. I've got about 5 minutes.
It's hard to understand why some people put their head in the sand. In a world so cold where hearts are stone, no wonder people are so alone. So you got nothing to say, you're in the right place. You got the power, don't you? You got nothing to waste, being all safe. Sometimes I wanna be heartless too. Materialism's game, we play it happily but it'll fade.
So I'm halfway there. I have those to do, but I gotta get back to Aspen because his video should be just about done. So Aspen has Yemen out. We almost lost him recently, didn't we? I don't know if I told you guys.
We almost had him. He almost passed away.
Yeah, we had to take him to the vet and everything. And your hard work paid off, though. You took really good care of him, didn't you? You helped give him shots, helped get him to eat and all that stuff, didn't you?
He shoved a cricket in his mouth.
Things are, the facts are that. They are just facts. For example, somebody is going to be coming over to your house and you are all excited.
Well, Aspen and I made really good time. It is only 11:31 right now. And I can get started on my school here in a few minutes. I have my big ring light in here, which is a blessing because I don't get a ton of great lighting in here. I think eventually when that bulb dies, I'm gonna switch that one out for a daylight bulb. I did used to use it for a night light, but I actually use this my sunrise alarm clock, I use this as a night light instead now. So I love that thing. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna go with a brighter light in there. And I don't know if I told you guys, I finally decided what I'm gonna do with this craziness back here. But I have to start with some bookshelves first. And I think I'm gonna do some wider bookshelves over here. And here, these were part of like an entertainment stand, and they served their purpose in our last house, but they're just not working in this one. So I wanna go some wider bookshelves to put mine and Matt's books on. And then here, I'm gonna turn this into, hi buddy, yeah. See, I let him out during the day to just hang out on top of his cage.
Hi, bud. Hi. Hi. You gonna come say hello?
He's looking at my hair. He likes to chew on hair. Now, if you guys know my hairdresser, Christopher, I've taken you guys along when he's done my hair before. I said he's always messing with my hair and playing with it. I'm going to start calling him Christopher. I keep meaning to send Christopher a picture when he's doing it and show him my hairdresser bird.
Hi, Mr. Monk. You're so funny. You just love hair, don't you? You just look at him eyeballing it. Look at it. He's like, what? Oh, you can see yourself, can't you? He's like, he's not sure what to think. Oh, here he comes. He thinks he's sneaking. Look, he thinks he's sneaky. You're not sneaky. I can see you. Hi. Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, hair. Mom's hair. I'm so excited. What can I do with it today? Yep, there he goes. See, he thinks he's being sneaky. And he's off. What are you doing, you silly bird? Anyway, here I'm going to put shelves in. And then I think I'm going to put like my own books on it. The ones I've written. I'm going to put that on here. And then I'm going to put like some plants and some other knickknacks and stuff. And I think that'll end up being really, really nice when it's done. But it's a work in progress. And I have to get homes for all of these things. Look, I'm just like, I'm loaded up with books and pictures in these boxes. So anyway, I'm going to get to folding up my blankets over here. Then I'm going to do some school for a bit. And then I'll probably do a little bit of chores and stuff throughout the day. So anyway, that is what's going on this super rainy day. Okay, I have been sidetracked several times. It's now 12:13. But I helped Zane figure out where some of his dishes were. He was putting dishes away for me. So I was out there doing that. I ate a little bit of lunch. T had put some stuff together. And I just got sidetracked over the last hour after I made the bed. But it's a rainy, cold day. And then with our family's loss and stuff today, it's just, I think everything's going to move pretty slow. I'm not going to rush through things today and try to hurry up and get things done. It's just not worth it. Hi, buddy.
Is this mine or yours?
That one's yours. I put my little circle thing on top. We both have a can of cherry Pepsi today. Good stuff, huh? All right, I'm going to go talk to Braxen for a minute, and then I'm going to get my school done. Okay, it's 3:54. I'm about to take a break and go play a game of Monopoly with Aspen. And then I think when I get back in, I'm going to hit my math books. I just finished all of my reading for my history class that I needed to get done for the day. It was about 8 pages, but it was also note-taking and stuff too. So that takes a little bit longer because what I try to do is take my notes in a way that when I go to write my papers, it's a lot easier in the end. I'm able to just kind of reference through and piece things together that I want to use for my papers most of the time. So that tends to work pretty well. So it's a little bit lengthier of a process when I do my history reading. Okay, I think I'm gonna go play some Monopoly with Aspen, and then we'll kind of see where the night takes us. You guys, it is impossible to play Monopoly with Conyers.
Dude, she just
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Come on.
She just flew around the board like
On purpose. I think this is yours.
like some creature out of Godzilla.
Is this yours? Oh!
They're trying to eat the money, get into the pieces. Stop that. Come on. Don't bite me now. Don't
Bad
bite
boy.
me now. What are you doing? Stop trying to bite me.
Dang.
Stop it. Stop it.
Dang.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, get up.
You two are going to have to go back in your cage.
I think that. Hey, get out of there.
Stop that. Stop that.
Get out there. Get out of there.
Okay. So. I forgot a drink. Told you I've had my ring light on. It's very helpful though. Anyway, I'm getting ready to start back on school for the day. I finished all of my history reading. I played that game of Monopoly with Aspen. Had some sassy birds. What am I looking for? Anyway, I love these deep set windows. They give me added space for my office area, which is nice. I can put plants and decorations in them, but I can also keep my folders and my notebooks that I use all the time for school right in front of me. My desk has some storage, like I keep our attendance tracker for our homeschool. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but I print up, I use Calendarpedia, it's a free site, and I print up an academic, well, it's a school calendar, and I print the one that does the like 2023, 2024 school year, whatever. And the one I use goes from August to July. And I like this because we end our summer vacation in July and go back in August. So our school year actually starts in August. And the reason we do that is, see, we take a month off in the winter time. So instead of having that extra month in the summer, we have 2 months in the summer, and then we have a month in the winter that we take, and it's always so needed. Like, so needed. Well, we did have it scheduled for 3 weeks, and my kids really, really wanted an extra week in the winter. I don't know if next year we'll do that. Next year we'll still take that, but I'd like to have that spring break in the summer, which we did not take a spring break at all. And I would like to have that maybe next year. It'd be nice to have a little break in between, but we'll see. The kids seem to be doing well, and we've only got 2 months of school left before we take a 2-month break, which will be very nice. About 2.5 months left. But yeah, so down below, I got off track. I keep my attendance tracker. This also has like my daily focus, which is something I came up with over here. And it's just like each day I have a different focus of things I like to do. Like Saturdays I leave to decorating, cleaning my car, meal planning, doing calendar work, stuff like that. So like if my calendar needs planned for the month, or if I need to make any adjustments, I actually have to add something to my calendar. I have a Zoom meeting with my academic advisor next Monday. But I also keep like my school books down here. If I have a physical copy, that's my math book. Is that crazy? And I also have a physical copy of my Comp 1 and 2 book. I'm done with Comp 1, but I think I need this again for Comp 2, which I'm going to have to take. Maybe next semester I will take that, which will be a nice refreshing break. I just don't want to take it when I'm going to have a math class. And I think next semester, or in the fall semester, I'm not going to take a math class. I'm going to take my comp class instead and take a break off of math class. So we'll see. Maybe I should just get it out of the way. I'm hoping this summer that I get to take the science class that I've signed up for, and that is meteorology. But they have to have enough students for me to be able to take it. So fingers crossed I get it. That'll complete my science and lab that I need to have. But it'll also give me that meteorology class, which will be really cool. And if I get in that, I will take you guys along as much as possible. It'll be the perfect timing because summer is spring and summer when we get a lot of our storms. So they were actually looking at severe weather here, they kept telling us, but then we ended up with more cloud cover, which helped with not getting a bunch of storms. So anyway, I'm going to get back to school. I was going to kind of check and see what I have left to do. I think I have a lecture in my history class and 2 videos that I need to watch for my cultural diversity. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get that history class watched, that lecture, and those 2 cultural diversity videos watched. I watched one yesterday. It was a speech. It was a TED Talk with former President Jimmy Carter. Oh, it's Matt. Aw, he's going to bring us dinner. Yes, please. Anyway, it's been a rough day for him, you guys. Really rough day. But yeah, I watched a TED Talk with President Jimmy Carter, and it was very, very interesting. I didn't realize that he was such a women's rights, human rights advocate, but he's also a big women's rights advocate. So, and it was very timely to watch it right now. It's Matt again. What are you doing? School, sort of. So I got to tell him school and talking to the vlog. Look at me, I'm like hunting and pecking, texting. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't realize, and it was good timing because it is International Women's Month, and Aspen and I have really put a focus in this month on some reads that have been very interesting. I wasn't sure when I picked the books out from our library. Our local librarian does a lot of features for each month. So like in the children's part of the library, she'll put features that kind of fit in with whatever the topic of the month is, or she'll pick a topic. And so since it was International Women's Month, she had all kinds of women from all over the world featured. And so I picked up 5 books, and I thought, are they going to be a little bit like too kiddish? But they weren't. They were great reads, and actually a couple of them were not something I would read maybe to super little kids. So Aspen was the right, I can't talk. Aspen was like the right age range for these. I'm going to go out and get them and show them to you because I've been super impressed with, I picked out 5, one for each day of the school week. And I've been super impressed with the first 4 that we've read. We have one more to read tomorrow. And I've kind of let Aspen pick what order we're going to read them in. So I'll show you what we've read so far. And I am just very much loving what we've read. He's learned a lot of history. He's learned about some really neat people. And he's learned about some strong female figures, which is really cool. So now he said to me, can we, for next month, pick out some boys? And I said, well, of course. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do like a chunk of inventors for him and kind of mix it up with some boys and some girls in there. So some men and women, so he can see that, that all kinds of people can be inventors, you know? So yeah, kind of a cool thing we've added to our homeschool. And I added something else too, which I'm going to show you when we make it tonight, but I'll show you right now what it is that I added to our homeschool. Okay, so I had to go out to the other parts of the house and pick up the stuff that I got. But, so this one we have not read yet. This is called The Only Woman in the Photo, and it is the story of Frances Perkins and her New Deal for America. So I'm not even sure who she is. So I'll be curious to read this and find out myself about her. And then these ones we read. So this one is Brave Ballerina. And this is the story of Janet Collins. So she was an African-American ballerina. And it has been, this was a great story to read. I learned so much by reading this. And Aspen really loved the story. This was the first one we read. And after I read this one, he got really interested in sitting out on our reading rack and listening to these stories. So they're short reads, but you learn so much. And this one was actually done in a poetic style. So it had this flow, almost like listening to a dance through it. It was really, really neat. And then the next one that we read And Matt actually picked out our second story. He picked this one out for us to read second, and it's The Rise from Caged Bird to Poet of the People. And it's about Maya Angelou, or Maya Angelou. I always say her name wrong until I hear it again. And I keep forgetting, so hopefully tomorrow I'll remember to do this. I want Aspen to actually get to listen to her read one of her poems and speak, because she just had such a distinctive voice. And she is one of my absolute favorite poets. So I'll be excited for him to share that with him and let him see her as I saw her growing up. So that was the second book we read, and it was very good. And then the third book we read was Alicia Alonso, Dances On. So this was the story of a dancer from Cuba. And I told Ireland before I returned this, she has to read this book. It was so good. She was so inspiring. Like, to think that she made her dream happen against the obstacles that she ended up facing, and how that happened for her and came to fruition was just so neat. And then this is the one we read today. This is The Librarian of Basra, a true story from Iraq. And this was all about a woman who saved books in the library that she worked at. And it was just a great story. It was something that gave us a lot to talk about, because where she lives is very different than where we live. And so we got to explore other religion, and we got to explore differences in the way the things she has had to go through compared to what we know in the way we live right now. And so it was kind of a hard read, but a good read. And it was definitely a great way to bring to life a totally different culture. So, and to open up some conversations that are sometimes hard to open up and talk about. So this was a great book for that. So if you are looking to add some reads for some of your kids that would be a little bit older, elementary, I would definitely suggest The Librarian of Basra, the Maya Angelou story. These two would be suitable for, this one would definitely be suitable for younger elementary, and this one would be suitable for that little like mid to upper elementary, I think, because it does touch on some subjects that it just depends on how you want to approach them. So definitely great reads, great way to talk about some strong women. This one I can't tell you much about yet because I haven't read it, but I'm very excited to. So, oh, and then I picked this up today. So this is Mixed by Me, Create Your Own Holographic Putty. Not sponsored in any way. This is by Crazy Errands is the company. And Aspen and I are going to put this together tonight. But this is for learners that need to be able to have something to do with their hands while they need to sit and maybe pay attention to a video or something. And so that's what I picked this up for, because Aspen's always asking me if he can play toys or do something like that while he's watching a video. But sometimes those things can be a bit distracting. And so I said, hey, why don't we get this? He can mix this up, learn a little bit about science and things like that while he's doing it, how it's created. And also, this will keep his hands busy when he needs something to do during school. It'll be something fun, but not overly distracting, I think. So it makes up to 5 tins. And yeah, so just kind of cool. We picked up the holographic putty kit. So see, it's kind of sparkly. They do have one that has like little bits and pieces that you can put in it to give it more of like a sensory feel. I let Aspen pick what we were going to get, and this was the one that he opted to get. He wanted the holographic one. So I'm excited to do this with him tonight. Okay, I am going to get to doing school. He's at karate right now because I know when he comes home, I think he's going to want to be able to do that right away. And get this ready for his school day tomorrow. So, okay. just wanted to share some of our homeschool stuff with you that I haven't in a while. I've been telling you all about my school, but I know that some of you that watch here have always shown a really big interest in what our homeschooling is like. And since I switched to more of a computerized homeschooling, I don't always get to share everything that we do. And so this is some of the stuff we have added to our homeschool day that is still more of me doing the teaching or more hands-on than just sitting at a computer. So